Minister Alexey Drobinin of the Russian Embassy, thank you very much for joining the Jerusalem Center online and the conference on the Sykes-Picot Agreement taking place in Jerusalem. I have to tell you, as a political scientist and former diplomat, I am intrigued by the Russian-Israel relationship today, in some cases going beyond borders, and how such arrangements can be made for cooperation or understanding in efforts in Syria. How do you explain it?
My pleasure. First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. I would say that the relationship between Russia and Israel has now reached a stage where both countries can easily lay out their arguments and positions on the table and discuss them freely and in good faith. This year we are going to mark the 25th anniversary of the resumption of the diplomatic relations. So in this sense it is an important year, and as you could have noticed already, we are having a great variety of exchanges of high-level and top-level visits. So my hope is that this relationship is going to get stronger, and that will be beneficial for both sides. As for your question with regard to the Russian efforts in Syria, I need to say that we are now at a very sensitive stage because of the fact that the situation there is very volatile, and continuous efforts by the international community, by the Syria Support Group, chaired by Russia and the United States, are necessary to keep up the momentum, to broaden the scope of the ceasefire agreements reached in Syria so far, and actually to bring the Syrian parties to the table for them to be able to decide their future between themselves. This is the line that Russia has been very active in promoting from the very beginning. We hope that other international partners will support us going forward.
One aspect of the Sykes-Picot agreement was the sanctity, or supposed sanctity, of borders. 100 years later, these issues are coming up again with Israel and the Golan, and with Russia and Crimea, for instance. What is the response that you have to these issues?
I should say that there is no need to draw such parallels. In our view, every situation has its unique historical reasons and unique setting in the present. So in Crimea, you know that this was the will of the people of Crimea to reunite again with Russia. So it's our position that Crimea is a part of Russia and will remain so. With regard to the Golan Heights, of course we follow very attentively the public statements made by the Prime Minister of Israel, by members of the cabinet. We take note also communications, private communications that we have with the Israeli side. Russia is committed to its obligations under international law, is committed to the relevant Security Council resolutions. Russia wants the parties, Israel and its Arab neighbors, to resolve their differences through negotiations and based on the legal, internationally accepted legal basis.